Hey everybody, welcome back. There is still a cat running around in here, but gonna have a good little stream tonight. I've got this guy we started on the last stream, gonna work again. So before we jump in, anyone watching the VOD, because I don't think there's anyone watching live right now, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the like button, all the YouTube things. Say hi in the comments. Tell me how crazy I am for running 100% proxy army and all that jazz. And get out of there. This one is causing problems in climbing into my army shelves. Are you gonna behave? You be calm. Be calm. Anyway. Oh. There we go. I've done a little bit of work in between streams, mostly just blocking out the black. I need to touch the legs a little bit, but then we should be able to get on to some more fun things than just base coating today. I have been busy. I love my little paint rack I made myself. So much nicer. Oh, I didn't grab any paper towel. Why do I always forget to grab something? Nope. I need some towel. Well, I'll be right back. Ugh. Just grabbed a whole roll. I'm gonna leave it on my little paint cart because I can't keep doing that. What? Freaking cat. But yeah. That away. I don't know if I said it last time, because I know I talked a bit about the idea of using the clan covers to denote the different, what you call it, marks of Warglaive. So I have this guy, I have the guy who's already painted, and I have this guy. So the two that I've painted that are in blue, which is the, I really hope I'm not saying this wrong, Death Skulls, maybe? The blue guys are going to be huntsmen, war dogs. This guy is going to be a carnivore. Again, I love these. Shout out to Gear Guts Mech Shop for making some awesome models that are pretty easy to 3D print, even on an FDM machine, and are incredibly posable. This guy's gonna be a carnivore because he just looks gorilla-y, and also kind of looks like a Claptrap from Borderlands. So his paint job's pretty predetermined, except he is gonna be a red because the red ones go faster, and you know, carnivores move, I think, something crazy like 14 inches? What does Battle Scribe say? List. Brigand, Huntsman, Carnivore. They move 14 inches. That shouldn't be allowed. That's so freaking fast. Oh my gosh, this new light, this new arch light is so nice. This is just a printable design off printables.com, the Prusa printers website, and it was super easy to build. It all just slices together, just slots together, prints in a bunch of little segments, and then I just have a little smart light strip I had hanging around that I initially was going to use for my army cubbies, but then didn't prove to be that easy to mount in the little cube cubbies I have. So turned into this. But yeah. I think this is going to be the only model in this army that I feel like I'm following a direct process for. Because the rest of them are all going to be very different, unique models, whereas both these Huntsman proxies are from the same kit. So, I'm a fan. I think they look great. I think they work really well. Some black splotched on there. I need to get some blue going today. Pretty happy. Wow, it's so much easier to see everything with this light. Oh. Okay. I will hopefully remember to put a link to it in the description. I should probably just do that right now before I forget, because I will. Let me just see if I can find it real quick. Go to printables. This one is not that one. This one. Alright. There. Now, should be in the description of the live stream and in the VOD when that becomes a thing. Files for this guy, which is also very conveniently now holding my webcam. So my actual like face cam is not off to the side. I just don't have a tripod taking up desk space to hold my overhead. I do want to do just a little bit of yellow cleanup on this guy. So I want just a couple. There's just a couple splotchy parts where it's still coming through as really green. A couple more light coats. This is always the pain. I should have done a coat of a gray before I started doing the yellow, but it's too late now. My original plan was to do yellow for the brigands, because you know they're the shooting only platforms, but I might have to swap that out. Maybe if I ever do a guy to be an executioner platform, which I kind of have the model I would use for that, just as far as like loadout matching wise goes, but I have the files. I don't have it printed again from Gearguts because he makes the coolest printable. Should also put a link to his stuff in the description. Maybe I'll see if I can talk to him and get some kind of thing going with him where I can get y'all a direct link to his shop. Because you can buy his models already printed, or you can buy just the STLs from him. And either way, they look gorgeous. I haven't touched any of the prints he sells, but from his mock-ups and from the pictures on his site and whatnot, they look absolutely lovely. Oh, no splash. Nice. So yeah. Page. Well, if anyone's watching, go ahead and say hi in the chat so I know that y'all are here and I don't just keep trying to think up of soundbitey things to say to turn into shorts later. Because otherwise I'll have some hot takes and saying things like, I don't think 10th edition Warhammer is all that bad. Eldari Fate dice are perfectly balanced. Another one. AdMech isn't overpriced. I cannot say that with a straight face. That's such a disaster. G-dubs, I know you're definitely not gonna be worrying about me anytime soon, but like, your army should not be more expensive in dollars than it is in points. And I'm pretty sure AdMech basically is at this point. Just let him go back to hitting on 2s, up all the points costs. No, or not 2s, on 3s. Let AdMech go back to hitting on 3s. It's not gonna break the game. It's not gonna make them uber killy if you make their points costs reflect that. You know. And people will actually get to play that army again, even though I haven't looked at the rules, but I've heard the rules are terrible. Which is a shame because it's such a cool model range. Should get some love. recall just one more coat of yellow and everything's good enough. I don't know. What clickbaity things can I say? Oh, I have a thing. These are some bases for these guys. I'm thinking about going an industrial base, but I think these are a little too detail dense. That's why I didn't prime them. I almost primed one for the other one, so we could paint that on stream, but I don't know. They're really nice. They look really good. I think they're just a little detail dense. I don't know. There's probably not too much good contrast because this is just pulled off the plate, but it's a lot of little detail. I don't know how well it would read with the comic book style paint. Might be just a little I don't know, a little too fiddly to be satisfying. So what's my next step? My next step is highlights. For the yellow, I don't have a brighter yellow. So I'm just gonna have to lighten that up. For this, I'm gonna grab my sky blue, I think. I'm gonna use that as our highlight. Nice drastic. I know, yes, I should just lighten these colors to make highlights, but I like the direct jump from pigments. It really makes the really bold, really brash highlight with the comic book style. I really like the way it looks. So this is the brush I was looking for earlier. Do we want some? Do have some Citadel paints, but it's mostly washes, which is weird because these are like the first models. I'm not. No, I do not own any Nuln oil, actually. That is like the one cliche thing I don't have. I do have a bunch of oil paints that I make my washes with, and I find that process to be quite satisfying. Wow! Got a little excited there, huh, did we? Oh, Mr. Sky Blue. Let's see. What does his face need? We're gonna hit this top corner. Block it out from the eye. We're definitely gonna do this way. Go down that center line of the arch of the front without just tracing a line. So I'm gonna do a bit of a wobbly line this way, and we'll pull it out. Between? Yeah. Connect up some of these edges. That out a little bit. This definitely feels like a Bob Ross mini painting style of just like, happy little highlights. I like that, happy little highlights. Just splotch him on where you think he deserves some. There we go. Sorry, I use my nippers as tweezers almost as much as I use them as nippers because I sometimes just have to pull a little nib off of a part. I'm going to use this highlight to cover up this black splotch on here. It's going to look just fine. Like this. There we go. Let's highlight on his thigh. Bit of a booty highlight. Oh. Might be time to be real, folks. Make my mama happy. Send her a picture of my face. Text your moms. Everyone in chat. Tell your mom you love them. It's Saturday. Oh, it is Saturday. What a bunch of people are out doing like social things, having lives. I'm just in here stress painting. What you gonna do? It's not gonna kill me. This one will go all the way up to the edge. Give it more of classic like diagonal highlight. On this side too. All the way out to the edge. Yeah, why not? There's no wrong answers here. The only person, the person who's going to look at these models the most is me, so if I hate it, well, I can just redo it. That makes more sense. Bring this down here. Oh, alright, I'm gonna cheat. For one, I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna hop in the stream myself because there's nobody watching. I gotta do something about that. Boop. Mm, mm, mm. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Let's see. Part of it is my stream music still playing? I think so. Let's see. Let's see if that's better. You know the music was too high last time, so I may have overcompensated. Let's raise that back up. I don't know. I threw on this bardy stuff, music-wise, just as something different than normal, like lo-fi vibes, but that honestly might be better stream music. This is a little bit too much diddly-dee-dee-dee, you know? So we'll see. We'll see if the bardcore music stays. I think it'd be fun if we do something where like super chats or donos or something from y'all could queue up a song on the playlist. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's just like a future thing to do on stream. But that could also get really dangerous. I'd need a good mod here, making sure I don't get smacked with, you know, WAP or something therein every 2 seconds. Because then YouTube would get quite upset. I mean, not just for copyright reasons, but probably for some community guidelines things too. Well, I don't really want to have to deal with that bullshit, so. A little double line there. That'll look good. And yeah, really with this highlight, I'm just kind of smacking him around. Didn't finish. Did not finish his little flamey flame cannon. So, yeah. Oop. That's pretty much that. I don't know. I like it. I like the intense contrast, and it's trust me, it'll look better once I start doing the black lining. But I got to get through all the highlights first, so I can do. Ooh, not on the black part. Don't do that. There we go. Boop doop doop boop boop doop boo. So yeah. Painting anybody? Someone in chat. It's probably me. Counts for something though. Just little specks down this side of the face. Little pockets in and around this check mark. I really like that he's got the embossed check mark down his face. It's a bit of a pain to replicate up the rest of his carapace, but you know, we'll survive. We'll survive and we'll do. Watch, I'm gonna get the itch to paint Space Marines like tomorrow. And the stream's gonna blow up because I'm painting Space Marines, and that's all anyone ever wants to see, Warhammer wise. Okay. Cat's still in here? Yeah, the cat's still in here. Good to know. Oh, we had 2 whole viewers for a second. Exciting. Getting all the blue highlights in. What I'm not super excited to do, if I'm being fully honest, is the larger patterns of night proxies. Because these guys take long enough to do every step on. This guy. This boyo. Oh, it's gonna take forever just to do the black underlying. And then just to get the accent color put in. Even though he's got a lot more sectioned off areas, so I'm probably not gonna have to do much freehanding. And then it's gonna take so much time to do all the highlights. It's gonna take so much time to do all the black lining. Granted, that's most of it, and then some white edge highlights, and then after that, we'll do glow effects on him on his eyes, and he also has lights down in his crotch area. So we'll probably do that too, but this guy will be very fun to paint. It's just gonna take me like 5 or 6 sessions to get done. Again, Gear Guts Mech Shop, just freaking gorgeous models. And he's not even gonna be our centerpiece model. No, he'll be a Knight Despoiler. But we do have a Tyrant getting printed. If you hear the whirs and whizzes of stepper motors, that's the printer working on our Knight Tyrant as we speak. Okay, I should finish his torso before I go onto his legs. Yep. So, yeah. Cover up that little black splotch on there with a highlight. It's good enough for government work. Go back over some of these where my paint was getting a little thin. Darken them up a little bit. I guess not darken them up, I guess saturate them a bit better. Would be more accurate. More accurate phraseology of all that. Cat just yipped. We're getting there. Getting there quite nicely, I think. Did I do the chainsword yet? Oh, I didn't do the chainsword yet. Let's do the chainsword. Tried to do the caution striping. It's not the cleanest it's ever been, but it's doing the job. See another spot where I'm forcibly gonna have to put a highlight, but that's fine. Gosh, this brushes on that brush are way too long to be useful. And yes, I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason to have brush bristles that long. I do not know it. I am a noob painter. I only know The little things, the few little things I know. And it's enough to make armies I am happy with. And I enjoy it. Don't yell at me. Or yell at me. Yes, go to the comments now. Yell at me. Tell me everything I'm doing wrong. Have at it. See if I care. Especially with this style, sometimes it's just you gotta let the paint go where the paint wants to go. But in the end, there's no wrong answer. There's no wrong answer because there's no rules for these damn models. There and draw attention to that area that the airbrush kind of skipped over. Oh well. C'est la vie. All right, we're getting to the more back half of the blue highlights on this boil. Brush real quick. So yeah. And with a little bit of a booty highlight. Everybody loves some booty. Why not give him a little booty highlight? Baby's been going to the gym, hitting legs. Gotta show off that progress. Nope, nothing going on in chat. Alrighty. The little claws and all his little feet. So many little facets to highlight. Looking good, looking good. Ooh, I need a little something on this ball joint. What did I do on the other guy? Circles are hard. Hello, cat. best answer, but an answer. Because the light's gonna mostly hit here. So we'll start like that. It'll also give us a little off the front, so we'll do a little triangle shape. This. Okay. Just have that taper down real fine. Off the sides. Go like that. On this side, we'll just do more of a, because it's stepped back, more of a block highlight. On this side. Just like that. Again, we'll give it a bit of a horizon line to play with. Smooth it all out. Alright, we've got a foot and a second knee to highlight, and then we can do the yellow, and then we can do the black. And then we can get into the real fun part. Get to put a paintbrush down and pick up a marker. Making pretty decent time painting on this guy. I'm hoping, so I'm kind of planning to do these 3 war dogs I've got sitting on the table before I do the big boy, just so I get at least enough of an understanding of the process of this painting style that I you know, it doesn't take me like 20 hours to paint the spoiler, much less the tyrant. Because eventually, you know, I know Gearguts has files for a Porphyron, which is the real big boy, and that would be fun. I think he's like 700 points, so I don't know how reasonable it is to actually run him. But like, everybody loves massive cannons. Everybody loves some big guns. So, could be a fun bit of a skew, maybe. Ooh, maybe you just run him and like 3 or 4 carnivores, 3 or 4 huntsmen, brigands to hold the other back corner. Let him just sit straddling your home objective. I'm curious. Get to my computer. What is a Chaos Knight Porphyron look like as far as profile goes? Wikipedia 10th edition. Chaos Knights. Other Porphyron. The Acastus Porphyron is 740 points. Jeez. 30 wounds, toughness 13, 2 up armor, save 5 up, and vuln OC 10. Bastion of Firepower. Each time this model remains stationary until the end of its turn, ranged weapons equipped by this model have the lethal hits ability. Lethals are good. What's its... Okay, yeah, answer there. What's its main 2 Aractus autocannons, 2 no a Castus Iron Storm missile pod, and 2 twin Magna las cannons. Twin Magna las cannons. So he has 2 of these. 72-inch range, blast, twin linked, D6 shots, 3 up, ballistic skill, strength 18, AP minus 4, D6 plus 6 damage. There's 2 of them, so it's 2d6 shots. So it deletes something. Just once a turn, you point out a unit, and you go, all right, you're gone, you're done. Thanks for playing. Does it have? It gets Harbingers of Dead and Super Heavy Walker. Deadly Demise 2d6, nice. Yeah, it gets all the rules. It's not terrible. I don't think you're ever gonna see one. I mean, obviously, you're probably never gonna see a real one in person because they're like $800 from the store formerly known as Forge World. I don't know. I want to find out. Ooh, if I had a screen sharing site on this, I'd pull this up. But what is it now? Just warhammer.com. English shop. 40k. Armies of Chaos. Chaos Knights. Let's see. A Knight Porphyron. I am tempted to get one of the new Cerastus models and do an old school kit bash with it because that kit just looks like too much fun to build. $665? Yeah, I don't know who's paying $665 and actually running that model at like a tournament, maybe at a local store. So to my point, I think it could be a really fun thing to throw into a fun list and like almost do like a Runt Herd Grots list. Ooh, that would be fun. You get like the one big guy and a bunch of war dogs. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun list. I would maybe mess with that. I might play around with building that out in a second, because that would be quite fun. Is that a conversion kit? I've barely looked at the actual Chaos Knight models, if I'm being honest, because I know it's like 2 or 3 models, or 2 or 3 kits. It's like because there's like the normal Questoris one that's just the despoiler, and then there's the Chaos Knights kit that does the Rampager and the Desecrator and the Abominant. Okay, I think, because those all look like the same. The legs are different. Yeah. And then of course the Dominus Knight option. Just as for the Abominant, that thing looks so cool, but its rules, I can't even tell you what its rules are, because I just, when I started looking into this, it was like, yeah, 10th edition came around, this thing's crap. It's a shame, because it's the coolest model in the army, and I'm not really going to I'm not going to disagree with that. Although I did see a really awesome Nurgle Cerastus Castigator conversion on Instagram the other day. That was nice. I think they pulled some, like, I don't know if it was a Great Unclean one or some big nasty feller, using him as the face. Okay. Again, grabbing a full new pigment. I don't want to just put white and black together to make a gray when I have grays to highlight my black. Should we do something easier first? Should I take mercy on myself and do all the yellow first? Nah, the yellow will be my reward for getting through the majority of the model. I don't know if it's the way I'm shaking them or what, but my paint pods are just excited tonight. They have a new home. They now live in little slots on the wall. just so much nicer. Let's start with the this is where I might just do a quick like swipe across the teeth. Yeah. And we'll very not carefully, so it keeps the like not solid highlight look, but let's highlight these chainsaw teeth. And yes, I know these chainsaw teeth aren't perfectly clean. It's fine. I left some of the support funk on them because it makes them look all gnarly and like torn up, and it's orcs, so it's scrap, so it's fine. You one person who was about to type that in chat, you're the only one who cares. Tell me all about it. Would love to hear just how much it bothers you. Making noise over there, but still sitting pretty calm. Haven't been attacked, or my custodes haven't been attacked by the cat again. So I'm glad I'm enjoying painting this today, because otherwise I was gonna sit here and talk on stream and work on de-nerfifying the channel branding a little bit. So I know I need to redo the channel banner in particular, but I don't want to take down any of my old content, because I know people still enjoy it. I still enjoy it. So I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do anything that drastic, but, you know, like a more subject and neutral first look at the channel page, at least. Because I'm probably going to end up doing a handful of things on here. More than just Nerf stuff then, more than just Warhammer stuff now. My channel, and there's quite a few things I would enjoy to do on here if I would just get myself to do it. So, you know, this is step one. Just gonna be painting anyway, so might as well be on stream, you know? Be a little more active in the greater Warhammer community this way. Which is always a good thing. Support your communities. Go to your local gaming store. Go get a game in. Go lose a game. Losing a game's underrated. I know we'd all love to always win our games, but something satisfying about like losing a game, but like fighting it out till least to turn 4, just on that off chance. The off chance you'll make a comeback. Don't mess with the eyes all that much. Just lighten up the edges a bit. Alright, someone say something in chat. Is there anyone to say something in chat? I know I've been looking down a lot, but... Oh, we peaked at 3 viewers at some point. I missed that. What do you know? Progress. The goal is to make everything here on the channel better. Keep doing things like the lights to upgrade the way the stream looks. Do some things to make the stream sound a little bit better. I know there's a couple more things I could do to help with that. Get the consistency going. Maybe look at doing something to house our own community. Do a little Discord moment for the channel, possibly. We'll see. We'll see what comes up. We'll see what comes up, and we'll see what you, my viewers, are interested in. I'm already finding the polls on the community tab very, very helpful in this transition. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you go ahead and do. Hit that little bell so that you'll get notifications when I do pop up one of those polls, or a new live stream, or a new short or something. So you can have a bit of a say in what I prioritize for the channel. Because at the end of the day, if no one's watching my content, then what's the point of me putting in the effort? And I want people to watch the content because I want to connect with you people. I want to have a community. I want to have conversations. I want to learn from you all. I want to get ideas. I want to share ideas. I want to inspire you. I want to be inspired. It's a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. And good people always make things more fun. Someone clip that. I'm just making painting noises while I paint. Total views 14. I'll take it. It's better than nothing. At this point, anything's better than nothing. definitely need to look into is getting a good corner to take pictures in. I can get some good pictures of my armies up on Instagram and whatnot. Which, if you're not following the Instagram, there's a link in the description below. If you want to see things like pictures from my games, point scores from my games. It's another place where I'm trying to post shorts. If you want to see me make other funny things. I'm a little more active on the day-to-day on the Instagram than I am on here. So, when I say a little, I mean a little. I mean, you'll get something out of me every day if you go over there. But, still not all that much. But again, we're working on it. Getting there. A little better every day, that's how you improve, right? It really is. Just a little bit. With some consistency, that's how you get better at anything. We're not... Are we gonna do it? No, we're not gonna do a flame effect or anything on this. I think it would be fun to get some like battle effects kind of things for this army. I think it would read really well. But I do not have it. I don't have any at this current moment. So his little... probably going to be run as a demon breath spear, so Mork's breath spear. I actually like that. I'll probably use that. Will be cold and semi-lifeless for the time being. At least for now. I'll blaze it up. Blaze it up. We'll see. Don't currently have a game scheduled for tomorrow, so probably not playing another game this weekend. But probably grab one Friday, Saturday next week. See if someone's down for like that, because I think the Despoiler 2 and Carnivore is right around 1,000 points. So you can maybe take these guys out for a little test run. Be fun. Not going to stress too much on the legs. It's never what my eyes are drawn to. I just want to make sure that they look like they fit in and like they're cohesive. But if I do a little bit more broad strokes over some of the details, especially these little exhaust vents on his, I don't know, middle leg segment, I'm not going to be too stressed about it. Fronts of this front leg are going to be quite visible, but other than that, I think everything else is just going to be just fine. This is a very forgiving paint style. It is definitely stepping away from the realism that especially like the heavy metal style kind of falls into, and what a lot of people like to shoot for. It's definitely not realism by any means, but I like it. It's fun. It's very, very fun to do. the other cat that's yelling at me? You're yelling at somebody. My roommate was home. She might have left. I have to find out. Do I have to find out though? Just let the poor thing whine. Is that on my black highlighted? That might be on my black highlighted. A little going on the inside here. Sorry, that might look a little underdone if that's not. Ooh, the barrel, the back. Let's get his back going. Little fuel tank. Just like that. No. This is definitely one of the parts of painting like this where you can just go forever and just find one more little spot that could use a splotch, and one more little spot that could use a little splotch, and just a little touch, and just a little contrast, and just a little more. Just a little more, just a little more, just a little more. Ad nauseum. It's looking pretty good, chat. It's shaping up. It's gonna be quite the matched pair in about so it's only 8 or 9. We'll finish this guy up on stream tonight. We'll either stream again tomorrow, or we'll do something else, or I'll do something else tomorrow. Depends on what I gotta do. Just give me 1 second. Cool. Yellow. This I do have to lighten up, so we're gonna grab some bold titanium white. Just like Bobby Ross used to use. I go through a lot of, finally starting to run out of, this is, you know, the Monument Hobbies Essentials, you know, the first release box I got, about a year and a half ago now, 2 years ago. It's been serving me real well, but I'm finally starting to deplete a couple of my colors. It's black and white, of course, the charcoal black, the titanium white. I'm completely out of my white gold, which I use for my Custodes armor. I have some silver left. I know I used a good bit of this just absolutely gorgeous dark gray blue. Still a good amount of that though, so we'll see. We'll see what I run out of next. I need to get some more primer. I have to go stop in shop tomorrow and see if I can get some more primer so I can prime up the this guy, the one wheel. He'll earn a name eventually, but that boyo, and some bases for him so I can, you know, maybe have 3 whole models finished. But we're gonna just lighten up some yellow. Don't need all that much. I just want a distinct highlight color. I'd love like almost like a neon yellow color. I'm just gonna do a little wet palette mixing. Make sure I don't gunk up this brush too badly, but yeah, that's a nice little yellow highlight. This doesn't have to be crazy. And honestly, if this stays kind of thicker, I'm just gonna bring this down just a little bit of water into it. This will be just fine. Didn't end up putting all that much yellow on the guy because it stands out so nicely. highlight does almost look white. Got a little desaturated. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. Little highlight on every one of these little squares. Yep, just getting the yellow highlighted. This is, oh, I wish I just had a lighter yellow, because this is really looking white, but like almost like a eggnog color on here. Not ideal. Honestly, the white I probably could have left, but be just a little. If I didn't try it at all, it would bother me that I didn't do at least something for that step, but I definitely don't think I'm gonna go over with a second coat on the highlights, because I don't think I need them to be that obvious on the yellow. It's almost just like I need a hint of it so it ties in with the rest of it. Like, that's all I'm gonna do. It's just those little touches. Now it's the fun part. I can put my brushes away, for now at least, until I screw something up and have to cover something over. So we're just gonna put a top on the wet palette. Let that guy dry for a second. So there's something that I've been wanting to mention. I technically have 3 models, but this one right here is definitely too big. Nurglings. Nurglings are an allied unit you can run with any Chaos Army. Nurglings are an allied Chaos unit you can run with any army, Chaos Army rather. And they're like 35 points for 3 bases. They run on, these are 40mm bases. I know I ran these off purposefully with intention. 0. Yeah, 40mm bases. And it's like 35 points-ish for 2 or 3 of them. And my initial thought was Grots, but that doesn't quite fit the theme. And then I found models that were Grots in Mega Armor, which was hilarious. But in order to put more than one on a base, that would have shrunk them down so far. My FDM printer didn't want to do it, and it came out terribly. So the obvious answer is Grot tanks. So this is a looted Benchy file that is just absolutely gorgeous. But it's definitely too big for that base. But these two, I think I just found free online, are a Grot tank and a Squig tank, which is just too cute. So I figured I'd paint them up in the same style and stick them on the bases, and they could be my Nurgling proxies. And it still fits, because it's still a mech-wa, a mechanized wa, but these are just these are like the apprentice grunts, the you know, the little errand runners running around, and they're just picking up bits of scrap and cobbling them together, and they're not, you know, they're not quite capable enough to do any kind of, like, even up to a kill a can, but they can do a little, you know, like this guy's a little tank boy with a little rocket and a little flamer looking doodad. It's like, and I know it's also gonna work terribly for the actual Nurgling rules, because I don't think they have ranged weapons. I think they just have like some semi-spam, really bad melee attacks, but probably have lethal hits because Nurgle. So that's the idea there. And looking at this, there's a lot of detail, and I think if I shrink it down to the right size, I don't think it will fit on the base. Like I don't think it will read well if I shrink it down to fit on the base, because it's got to be like 60% scale. So I don't know if it's worth it, but even though like the Benchy, the looted Benchy is just so good, I'll probably print one anyway just to see. And I'll definitely lose a good bit of detail when printing it, but like it's just too perfect for the army. But I have these two, which I'm really happy with. Like I said, it's a little squig tank and this little grot tank. They're just, again, simple, probably free files I found kicking around. Just ran them off quick, didn't bother too much with them. In fact, there's still support material in some of the crevices on this one, just because this is never going to be a model that matters all that much at all. But it's, you know, it's another way to round, you know, points off. 35 points, you know, if I end up having like 100 points left over, you know, then I'd put, you know, an enhancement on every large knight, every character knight I have, and, you know, bring a squad of grot tanks or two. We go out of focus. Why did we go out of focus? Come on, bring it back. What happened? Give me a second. I'm going to close that guy. See if that'll do. No, I seem to have lost my overhead cam. What seemed to have happened? I'm still plugged in okay. Oh, also lost my music. Or no, that was just in between songs. I'm not listening to the music tonight because I didn't want to be bothered all that much, but this is the most satisfying part. I want you to be able to see the most satisfying part. What the heck? No. Huh. Yes, I'll unplug it, turn the camera off, turn the camera back on. Well, it usually works. Well, less janked this stream, so that's counts for something. Let's go back to it. There it goes. And turn it off, turn it back on. Okay, this is the best part. There's no way in hell I'm doing this with a brush, but blacklining all the recessed edges with a marker. And I'm going to start with the bit of freehand I have to do, because this checkering is going to be the worst part of the entire process. Just go ahead and hit this. Start on top of his head, work our way around. And this is always where it's kind of a okay, bear with me moment, because it looks really weird at first. And when I did the other one, I was like, I don't know about this, boys. I don't know how this is gonna go. And it ended up looking absolutely lovely. It works. There's some nice hash marks over here. Scuff marks. And now we can get down to the business of things. Get it all up in here. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear the other cat who didn't want to come in here and is still winding up an absolute storm? Come here. No, what? You're gonna have to say hi to Stream at some point. Go running under things. The other cat will come say hi at some point. You there? Come here. Come say hi. Oh, no. You can't escape yet. Cat number 2. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. You're gonna behave. You're gonna be calm. Better. Anyway. Back to the models. Already looking cool. What? Needy cat. In the way. Getting down in here. And when I'm doing this, I'm not really being careful about how thick my lines are or if they're super steady. I'm just trying to follow the natural kind of panel lines of the model and just outline everything. The opposite, that's like the inverse of an edge highlight. And it's just freaking lovely. Then on some obviously raised edges like this guy, I will actually do an edge highlight. And just like I would with a brush, edge highlight, just like that. Kicked out, so I gotta put a little scratchy boy there. Just in every couple places, we'll do a little scratch mark. We'll do a little Do a little one right there on his face, give him a chip on his chin. Get in with these. Should be much easier to do than the ones I had to freehand on. It's up on top. See him starting to come together, chat. Just a little bit. Maybe just a little. How do you do that? Made a little mistake there. That's fine. It's in his armpit. Who's gonna tell him? He'll be fine. He doesn't need to know. Drew a little extra line in his armpit. So we've got these exposed edges out here. We're just gonna do the same thing. Did there, just hit him with a little edge highlight. It's a bit of a broken splotchy edge highlight. That's just fine. I'm trying to frame everything out. Now then I'll decide a detail decided it wants to be black. Like these two little pipey boys. Just want to be black. Hit some of the vents. Not all of them. Edge highlights for the booty box. I'm gonna spend too much time in this portion of the model. Doesn't matter all that much. So, see, I've got a little dot right there. That's just going to become one of our little hash marks. That's his torso pretty much done. Grab his pelvis. Get the blue parts edged. Why? Riddle me this, chat. Here's a question and a half for an orc player. Why would orcs have groin protectors on their mechs? Because they're fungus. So like, what are they protecting? They're protecting anything? Is that where they store their spores? I don't know. So someone who's a more dedicated orc player than me can let us know. Someone ask Luton. Why would orcs protect their groins? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. But then again, why do orcs do anything? Truly. For the fun of it. For the wah of it all. For the wah of it all. That's pretty... it's pretty good. Let's keep that one for later. Best part about this step is getting to use a marker. Makes everything so much easier. See, look at that. No, it's not the cleanest thing in the world, but it looks freaking awesome. Give him some scratch marks. That one was bad. And a little unnecessary. Sorry, I'm not too talkative at the moment. I'm just deeply engrossed in this blacklining process because it is quite fun. If you haven't tried this painting style, just pick up some chonky model that you don't care about. Just give it a try. It's so much fun. And it's so different. It's one of the reasons I like it. It's so distinct from what most people do. And this army's gonna be weird anyway, so I'm just leaning into it. Fully. Two arms. Legs. These legs are always a bit of a mystery to me of exactly how I should do it around the hips. Ran into this last time too. Being a little just indecisive. I think the highlight, the edge approach. Good start and just fumble a bunch right there. Jeez. And like there's this nice crevice that we can just hit nice and dark. This nice crevice we can hit nice and dark. Edges. Make parts read. Again, no wrong answers. Just happy little lines. Happy little lines for happy little orcs. It's another good clip. Somebody clip that line for me. Make it a short. Appease the damn algorithm. A little heavy there. Let's just add a little bit more of a intentional looking slip up. There we go. Easy fix. Is it clean? No. Is it pretty? It's the thighs. Who cares about them? Well, we all care about thighs, but don't clip that. Hit me with that SFW tag. That's for later. I should do. Give us a little hashtag moment. Give us a little scratchy scratch moment. A little scratchy moment. There we go. Break us up a little bit. Not too much more. Oh, the feet. Oh, the feet were such a pain. It's just a bunch of little boxes to edge highlight. I think I started with the feet last time. I just knew all of these edges, all of these crevices. Oh, come on. There we go. Slightly easier to work with. Oh, I'm getting a little sloppy. Yeah, could be worse. God, was this whole time is it? What time is it? Ooh, okay. Just planning to end the stream at 9. Let's see if we can finish up. I don't think I'm gonna. I should. I'm gonna try to finish up this model on stream. By the end of the stream, we're gonna have 2 Forward your war dogs. Two war dog huntsmen. Finished. At the end of the stream. Damn it. Oh, which does mean I have to fire up the airbrush and go off camera to do his little eye. It's fine. It's a sacrifice. In fact, it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to force you all to make. To lose my gorgeous face and, you know. I think I'm doing okay keeping the top of my head out of the webcam. Yes, hi. Yes, what do you need? What do you want? Rubbing around my legs. Darn cats. This guy has both his feet on the right direction. The other guy doesn't. Oops. Okay. Some scratch marks. Some scratch marks. Which is supposed to be like shading on these guys. To indicate shading. Scratch right there. You know, and then actual scratches. Okay. I think that's, see, and like that didn't take too long. This is really like a 3-hour model. 4 hour, eh. Okay. My airbrush does live off camera. So I'm sorry. But we're gonna finish him. We're gonna do it. Where's the nice, precise brush. Some white. Islands. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're just putting down different base coat for that. Oh, we're just gonna use the paints. I'll have to put paint here to mix it up in the airbrush. 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Take some airbrush thinner. just light spurts with an airbrush, but I think it's a little too thin, so it's not holding all that well. Pull some of this off. Spin it up like normal. Definitely sprayed too far. Should not be out in the yard. Bigger brush, s'il vous plaît. There we go. Now it's coming up. It's just way too thin. Let's try it. You know, this is not a focal model. It does not have to be completely perfect. But the way this is going down right now, this effect isn't hardly reading at all. This is terrible. It's turning green. Oh, I knew it was going to turn green. It's a really light, thin coat of yellow on blue. Of course it's going to turn green. 10 minutes. I have 10 minutes. I have 10 minutes till I need to end stream. Go eat second dinner because gains. Let's take our clean water. Let's rinse out the airbrush. Yes, my airbrush lives on my same painting cart. Just my backsplash is over there. Which I try to always use. Back over here. That's a little bit better. I'll live with that. Again, not a focal point model. If I want to go back over it, which I probably will, probably go back and hit the actual lenses a little bit more. But yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty dang good. You know, there's two of them. There's that. Oh, I did do some white highlighting on him. Oh, it does look better. And I do have 9 minutes. What do I convince myself to do? More work. I was ready to be done for the night. Oh, chat. This is bad. Trying to be lazy and call it a night, but new. I also want to finish my model, so rare. Let's get some fresh white. Well, just dabble, do you? Just gonna go through and do really, really small edge highlights, true edge highlights on all the black. almost more stippling. Oh, cat, don't be sick in here. Oh, I hadn't hit that in the bud too. Jeez, too much going on right now. I just want to finish up my stream. Oh well, I'll survive. Picky. This is a little thing. This is, you could probably do without this step. It just adds enough that's worthwhile, at least in my mind. The top edges of things. That little extra definition, that little extra readability. It's a really blocky, really, I don't know if unrefined is fully the right word, but it's one of the right words for this paint style, where you're not going into all the detail, and you're not, like, I didn't even do anything particular to most of the details on this besides the black lining. So just adds that little extra bit of help for the whole thing. What, do you want to get out too? You're just talking. Cats, man. I was never a cat person. It's my roommate's cats. And they're just nosy. They won't be everywhere and be involved in whatever's going on, even if it's not much. Yeah, there's nothing for you to be excited about. Again, I'm going to highlight just a little bit heavier on the saw teeth. This is a sick chainsaw. They're supposed to be gnarly. An extra highlight on the chainsword blade in general will probably go a long way to make it feel a little more dinged up. Because I'm not using any metallics in any of this. It's all solid colors. No metallics. So, oh, what happened there? Oh. So, I think that's the main thing the white helps with, is helps the black bits read a little metallic. Give me a little extra framing to everything. 3 minutes till stream's ending. How am I feeling about this guy? Feeling pretty good. He looks good. I think he's distinguished little huntsman. Distinguished little gentleman, if you would. Yeah, that makes a difference. Just brings it up a little bit. Yeah, that's it. That's two. Two War Dog Huntsman or Wa Dog somethings. Eventually in this will probably be a stream. We'll go through and we'll rename everything on everything's data cards to be orky and fun. But no, I'm pretty happy with those two. Pretty happy indeed. Let's take a quick picture before I end the stream. Pew. So yeah, that's basically gonna be it for tonight, unless is there anybody in chat to say anything? Yeah, so I'm hoping to do this a little more consistently. Like I said, I need to get some primer in order to paint another one of these guys, to paint this carnivore proxy. So maybe we'll work on my, maybe work on my custodies a little. We could batch paint on some of those. We could do a squad of Space Marines. I don't have a single full squad of Space Marines fully painted, so maybe we'll paint Space Marines next time. But yeah, we knocked this guy out in basically in 2 streams. That's not bad. That's like 4 hours to do 160 points. That's not bad at all. I mean, that's knights, because big expensive models, but still. There's also not a bunch of fine details that I'm picking out, so it doesn't take me forever. Well, cool. Thanks for everyone for watching. Thanks for everyone who watches the VOD. Let me know how you all thought it went, especially in the comments. I do read all the comments. If you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, leave a like, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live next. Will probably be either tomorrow night or Monday night. Gonna see if I can settle into a every other day schedule. But we're still figuring things out over here. Things will be changing stream to stream as I update my setup, make everything look a little bit prettier. The lights, even though there's a bit of this streaking effect going on, helped a lot with the painting, and let me do things like some accent light things, so it's a little bit more visually existent on here. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you would like to see on the channel in the future, and I'll see you all next time. He's so